Sure. It's chairman of the Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority.
Okay. Today was a big day. I mean, personally, why was it really important to you?
Well, I started working on this project after the big rainfall we had in 1995. I was at the time working for Congressman Billy Tozan. Bob Livingston was very, very excited about the flooding that occurred and realized that it was pushing very hard to get this flood control project, this urban flood control project, authorized by Congress. And as you know, 1996 was finally able to do so. And you know, as I mentioned, a lot of progress has been made. $700 million almost in projects since 1996. But there's much more to be done. There was much more to be done. And to take you know, from 1996 to 2009, you know, for that 13-year period, and to have $700 million in projects go through, and then suddenly in 2009 to come in and add a $1.3 billion slug, you know, just in a few years, we're going to implement all that work in a few years. It's huge. It's necessary. It's required because of the levees that prevent the water from draining back out into the lake, into the river. We have to do this. It's critical to prevent the flooding. I think in terms of the economy and the sustainability of this area, people are tired of flooding. They don't want to see any more floods, and they shouldn't have to see it. We're encouraging people to move back here. We're encouraging businesses to expand, and we have to provide a safe climate, a safe environment for them to be in. And this is an integral part of it.
When do you think that people will start seeing the actual improvements? In other words, we just had a flood a couple of weeks ago,
yeah.
2 Saturdays ago. So when can the average person say, okay, you know, I start, you know, I'm feeling secure?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I think one thing that's important to look at is the closure structures on the 3 outfall canals. We're all familiar with the devastation that was caused, the flooding that was caused on the 3 outfall canals, the Orleans, London, and 17th Street canals. And you know, one of the big accomplishments is getting those surge barriers put in there, getting those 3 surge barriers put in place there. They were closed during Gustav, they were closed during Ike to prevent that surge from going up the canals and potentially knocking the walls down again. So we already have, there's already better protection in place today in the greater New Orleans area than there's ever been. And I say that with confidence. Are we done? Are we complete? Is it perfect? No. But we are making progress. It's better today than it's ever been. In terms of this additional sealer work, the majority of this work will be carried out over about the next the majority of work will be carried out over about the next 3 years.
Okay.
And so that's certainly when you'll see the big improvements to the drainage in Orleans and Jefferson.